What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the video. I hope your day is going fantastic. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we're going to go into the fact that a Christian watching entertainment, indulging in movies, Netflix, shows, video games, anime, cannot go to heaven. That's not going to be me speaking. We'll show you right out of the scriptures. You can't be accepted by God if you're spending your time, if you're putting your mind on the things of this world. Before we get into it, we study every single night in what's called a Discord community. The link for that is in the description if you want to study with us, ask your questions. We love to see you there if you're serious about growing in your relationship. Videos on YouTube and once a week church is not going to be enough, so we love to catch you in the Discord. If you want to just call me, text me, I'll leave a phone number in the link and on the screen right now. Call me, text me, leave a voicemail. Love to talk to you. Romans 12 verse 1 says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. You're supposed to present your entire life as a sacrifice upon the altar of God. In the Old Testament, all throughout the sacrificial system, you couldn't present a lamb with even one spot. It had to be unblemished, no spot, no filth. That's representing you. That's representing your life. It's to be unspotted from the world. As it says in James chapter 1, verse 27, it says, pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction and to keep himself unspotted from the world. You shouldn't even be able to be seen indulging in worldly media. It shouldn't even come across your mind what new song the celebrities put out, what new movies in Hollywood, what movie is in the theater, what TV series is everyone watching. You shouldn't care about that. As a Christian, you're meant to be set apart. You're meant to be holy, completely given over, completely devoted to God. That's a Christian's life. We saw that in Romans 12, verse 1. If you try and give your life as a sacrifice to God, it's marred by all this filth. It's marred by all this sin. You give some of your time to the devil and some of your time to God. Some of your time goes to anime, which, by the way, anime, they love the devils. They love demons. That's what the majority of anime is about. They love fighting. They love, the sexual relations between a man, all that different stuff. The anime, the movies, the shows, all this worldly entertainment. You can't give your time to this and then go worship God. No, he says, worship me in spirit and truth. He says, give your whole life to me. Give your whole life to me. You can't overcome sin when you're putting your mind on the things of this world. So Romans 12 verse 2 says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. If your mind is not renewed, if your mind is not transformed, then you can't prove the will of God because you're not doing it. If your mind is on the things of this world, on anime, shows, movies, celebrities, sports, all this stuff, you can't be transformed. You're not doing the will of God. You can't be saved. How are you going to call yourself a Christian and then you take pleasure in the things that go directly against God? In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, this is a very excellent chapter, but we're going to read verse 11. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Anyone who has pleasure in unrighteousness, they like watching fights. They like watching intercourse, fornication. They like watching people joking. Ephesians 5 verse 3 and 4 says jesting, foolish talking, that's against God. How are you going to enjoy and take pleasure when other people are sinning on the TV screen and then expect to be accepted by God? That's not happening. He hates those things. So in what we just read, he purposely sends a delusion, he sends a lie to the people that take pleasure in unrighteousness, that they might be damned. He doesn't want them. He wants them to be damned. He wants them to believe a lie. Why? Because they take pleasure in it. They enjoy the wicked. They enjoy sin. Whether it's doing the action or watching someone else doing it. You can't be a friend of this world and a friend of God. That's impossible. A Christian indulging in entertainment and the things of this world, movies, Netflix, shows, video games, all this stuff cannot go to heaven. According to the scriptures, God is going to send them a strong delusion. According to the scriptures, their sacrifice is not acceptable to God. You need to give your life. You need to give your whole mind, your everything, to love God with all your mind, soul, and strength. You need to do that. And if you don't, is he going to accept you? I'll leave it up to you to decide and see what the scriptures have to say. With that being said, Brother Yohanan is going to get us into some more on entertainment. I hate to interrupt, but if you're enjoying these videos, please do consider leaving a donation. The link for that is in the description. You don't need PayPal, anything like that. Just click the link, put in your information. We're trying to make this a full-time career, a full-time thing. So if you consider even being a monthly donor, the Patreon for that is in my channel description. It would be highly appreciated. We're trying to do it just like the apostles, just like Christ, doing this full time, living off of the gospel. If you want to see more content like that, then I'd really appreciate even just $2, $3 donation. It would mean a lot. Besides that, enjoy the rest of the video.
If you are a friend of this world and the things of it as a Christian, you cannot enter into heaven. Period. 1 John chapter 2 verse 15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. We already know that smoking, drinking, partying, and cussing is worldly. We know that's evil. But what about the things that we don't even see as evil? Because we aren't even aware that it is evil. I am most specifically referring to movies, TV shows, and video games. Entertainment. You may think there's nothing wrong with that. But Psalm 101 verse 3. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. The characters that you see in any show or any movie, they are breaking at least one of the 10 Commandments. They are committing at least one sin. Just one. And you are putting that before your eyes. According to this verse, you are to hate that. You are to hate the work of them that turn aside. Now you may be thinking, well, at least I'm not doing that. Romans chapter 1 verse 32. Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. You have pleasure in watching people commit sin. According to this verse, you will be worthy of death. Matthew chapter 6 verse 22 and 23. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? Even just the smallest bit of darkness, if you put that into your eye, whatever you put into your eye, whatever you look at, that you will become. When you're playing these video games of shooting people, that you will become. Because Proverbs 23, verse 7, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee. The video game characters that you play, the characters on the show that you watch, or on the movie that you watch, you will be thinking of what they do. You are observing what they do. You will act as that. Just as how a little kid watches a superhero movie. They want to be just as that superhero, but if they sin, they want to do the exact same sin. And lastly, 1 John 5:19. And we know that we are of God, but the whole world lieth in wickedness. There is not one show, one movie, or one video game that does not break at least one of the 10 commandments. And Matthew 5:48, be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So if you watch even just a little bit of sin, and you're setting that before your eyes, will that not cause you to stumble? Will that not affect your relationship with Christ, with the Most High? I hope you take heed to this message.